Hello, my friends. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. It is a wild time right now for many people. I hope you're doing well. May you feel fully alive today. Well, today is Saturday, not Monday, and it is a gateway to new pathways to richness. You are loved by countless angels. Let your mind be free of all forms of worry and regret this week. And many people are very worried. And they're having problems sleeping. Many people are losing their way and not really knowing up from down, and they're seeking comfort sometimes in alcohol or drugs. So that's definitely not the pathway to go. Keep moving in the direction of your greatest goals. Know you are given subtle clues to knowing which direction to go in. Believe in the power of prayer to awaken new opportunities in the future. And I hope there's many opportunities out there for people. It's looking kind of grim for many people. They're talking it's going to be maybe 2 years before things remain in a state of somewhat normal, I guess. Somewhat easy to deal with. Learn to see life as a precious gift. Believe in the power of positive thinking. I pray you feel supported and loved this week. And that's important. Prayer, the power of prayer, belief in yourself, belief in something greater than yourself that will direct you and get you through this. And faith. You need faith at this time, right? Many of us are just trying to figure out what are the secret gifts and learning how to believe in something that we can't necessarily understand. Take the time to reflect on all the light in your life. Never stop seeing life as a divine miracle. Well, we need some miracles right now. And Trump has been kind of crazy lately. I don't know if you guys noticed. I don't know if you can hear the kids in the background. They're playing, and they haven't been able to play for a while because it's been kind of cold. So it's nice to hear that. It's nice to hear the birds singing. And it's nice to wake up to the heat. Now, I live in Toronto, in Canada, and it is beautiful here. It is so beautiful today. It feels like it might be about 23 or 24 degrees Celsius. And this is a time to connect to your heart, to connect to Source, to connect to the light that is infinitely growing within you, and know that you are loved by countless angels that direct and protect you every day. And know that this is a time of awakening and discovery, and be the light that you desire most in this world. Choose to see this as an opportunity to help others who are hurting and need your guidance. That's the COVID right there. That's the virus, right? That's the thing that's causing us all these woes and pains. Now, the thing with the virus is, I believe personally it is highly infectious. I believe that the numbers are crazily off, and that many, many millions of people have it, have had it, have gotten over it, and now have moved on. And I'm hoping that many people have the antibodies, and I'm hoping with the testing, we'll be able to figure out who is doing well. You were put on this earth to achieve the greatest self, to live out your purpose, and to do it courageously. And in this time, this is a time of really having self-reliance and believing in yourself and being patient and not being in a hurry and knowing your limitations and knowing when to rest and knowing when to cry and maybe knowing when to go for a run or go for a walk or when you need to be alone. You are the architect of your life. This is a time of knowing and receiving. Don't lose hope when the sun goes down, the stars come out. Well, that's true. And I hope that there's stars in your life. And I hope there's light, in the tunnel. And I hope that you can work your way through this tunnel. But I think the life that we once knew is now gone. And it's going to be gone for a while. And it could be 2 years before we have a vaccine. And I'm hoping that the second wave is more diluted and not concentrated. And for those who have ever studied the Spanish flu, the first wave, I believe, got 1 million people, but the second wave got over 40 million. So it's scary out there right now. Don't lose sight of what the universe is sending you. You know, there are waves of sacred knowledge, and they are in your direction. And I pray you choose to surrender to something greater than yourself and know on some level that this too shall pass. There are infinite downloads. I don't know if your sleep is being affected, but many people out there right now, their sleep patterns are crazy. And find new bridges and spend time in nature and be amongst people who make your heart soar with things like hope and happiness and healing. Don't give up. Don't stop moving forward. Don't believe that there's not a better day ahead. And know that even in the craziest times, there is opportunity. And many of the richest people and the people who became even more rich were during times of scarcity. So be good to yourself and weather these storms of life. Look at the lightning. Isn't that beautiful? You know, I don't know if you've ever tried to take a picture of lightning. It is not easy. You need a camera that's pretty sensitive to get it. And that is a magnificent shot. But everything is connected. And we're all connected on many levels. And even if, as I look at that beautiful lightning bolt, I know that it was made by the hands of God or something far greater than us. That is magnificent, that. I bet the ground was just roaring with trembling people. Wow, that's incredible. And if you look to the left there, it almost looks like an angel lighting up the sky. And it doesn't look like it's connected to anything, but imagine the current. And we're part of that. We're all part of, electricity and frequency. And we need to connect to our spirit guides and let them lead us. And know the power of nature. And know the power of your healing. And know the power of your immune system. And don't be afraid to maybe seek help if you need help, if you're not doing well. And maybe know when it's time to go visit family. And the restrictions I'm hoping will soon be lifted. Here in Canada, they're talking about you can have barbecues in your backyard and have up to 25 guests. So it's going to be interesting to see where the numbers go. And in the last 3 days, they've only gone up. And that concerns many people. Well, we have a sideways dog in a baby carriage, which is rather cute. That actually happened just outside the temple where I work. And it was on a very cold day, and I wanted to take that picture because that dog looked so happy and loved. And I hope that you feel that kind of love and support. And we all need nurturance right now. And if you know people out there that are suffering and really hurting in this time, please reach out to them. Don't be afraid to be that light in somebody's life. And maybe send somebody some flowers, somebody you love, maybe your mother, your daughter, your wife, or just someone who's been extra kind to you in the last few weeks. This is the time to reach out to the levels within you that are very compassionate and work deep within, that voice, that beautiful voice of service that lives in all human beings. And don't be afraid to look foolish. There's nothing wrong with being kind. And if it's misunderstood, then you know what? That's their problem, not your problem. That is Zoe on my chair at the temple. And that was a few years ago. Zoe's not doing as well as she once did. She's having a rough time. She's now 13 years old. When we got her, she was supposed to only live 3. And as you can see, she looks semi-healthy there. But right now, she has this terrible habit where she keeps chewing her paws and chewing her back legs. So if anybody knows about what that is, it's kind of like hot spots. And she's having problems going to the washroom. And it's just, time is not kind. I love this photo here. This is Toronto, I believe in the 40s. And if you look at the prices, they're rather cheap. I think some of the stuff here is 90 cents, which is amazing. Old cheese, 30 cents a limb. A pound. Ontario eggs, I think it's 43 cents a dozen. That's insane. And here's the sponsor of this show, Coca-Cola, I wish. This is just the shot from above. And it was a beautiful rainy day, and I thought the reflections would be nice. And there's a little parkette there. And the traffic in Toronto right now is not that busy. So if you're out and about and you're enjoying your life, please practice social distancing. What does that mean? Open widget. Weird. Okay. May you put your best foot forward this week, knowing you are loved by countless angels. Well, I hope the angels help us. That's the truth. And I hope that in days to come that the trains will run again and people will start enjoying this little break from this experiment called COVID-19. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. This was more of a test. We'll see how it went. I've got a few things coming up. It says my stream status is poor. That's not good. But I will try again, and we'll see how it goes. Take care.